This is Paul. Yeah. I looked it up in this dictionary. It says a grand jury is a group of citizens whose duties include inquiring into crimes in their area for the purpose of determining the probability of guilt of a party or parties. That's where I got the idea that it was a whole police department that could get a grand jury indictment, you dumb fuck. Should a grand jury conclude that there is a good probability of guilt, it will recommend an indictment of the suspects. Grand juries may be county, state, or federal. The number of members varies somewhere between 12 to 24 according to the locality and type. Now, they also have what's called grand larceny, theft of money or property above a specified amount of value, theft of small amounts of money over a little property, petty larceny. Yes. Now, when I looked over here in the dictionary Constitution, yes, let me see here, Amendment number 5. Yes, yes. No person shall be held to answer for capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when an actual service in time of war or public danger, nor jeopardy of life or limbs, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Now, it could be that large numbers of sheriff's departments could start in Clallam County. Sheriff! Could be that those in the Sequim Police Department and the Port Angeles Police Department that refuse to enforce the civil rights of American citizens need to have a group of citizens, 12 to 24 of them, as it's explained, look into the actual crimes of those that are in law enforcement. Now, I haven't heard of grand jury trials for quite a long time, but they're in the Constitution. They have what's called true bill, as in you're indicted for being a cartel, for controlling the population, electrocuting those that are citizens, obligating people to have to shop at certain stores. It is such that I would think that grand jury trials would be very popular as soon as I could get the laws enforced. Now, I know you're a sheriff in XYZ County and you're thinking, oh, why don't we indict every sheriff in the department? Now, I've tried to explain the importance of due process. That if the petitioner doesn't acknowledge the order, because she didn't sign it, if you don't give me actual notice and opportunity to be heard before you take custody of my sons, if you allow for forgeries on court documents, if you decided that you just are not going to enforce the laws of the United States, it could be that the right way to go would be grand jury indictments. Now, I know that grand larceny sounds like something, well, big. Grand jury. Grand. Grand larceny. Now, I'm missing some inheritances. I'm pretty sure about this. And as much as I didn't want to mention the possibility of the Holtz family fortune in Clallam County, as much as I didn't want to mention that for the last, today is my birthday. I was 18 in 1988. Last 29 years, it looks like somebody's been using my water in the state of Arizona. When you add up the total number of gallons in Arizona that I'm owed payment for. some grand jury indictments of some very corrupt law enforcement officers could be the order of the day. Now, I'm going to want those inheritances, all that water that wasn't paid for the last 29 years, all those trees, all that hog burnt leftovers from logging. I'm going to want to make sure and secure those saltpeter mines and any mines that my biological grandfather, Raymond Arp, might have left me. Those gold mines in California and various other locations. Now, I know grand jury indictments of whole police departments and sheriff's departments seems like a big deal. But for a guy that's owed billions upon billions of dollars in inheritances, has hundreds of thousands of lawsuits, has trillions of dollars in innovations, and since it's my birthday today, I just wanted to make sure we understand the grand jury indictment. Now, Sheriff, I will put in prison every badge in your department. Do you understand, Sheriff? I'm missing a lot of money right now, okay? I sent a lot of emails yesterday, alright? All I'm wanting is those laws to get enforced, okay? Now, you could have made it easy on yourself. All you had to do was remove the protection order that didn't have the signature of the petitioner. That's all you had to do. But you had to be some obnoxious, arrogant badges that I might just put in prison every police officer in every department, you stupid. I think we need to reevaluate the grand jury indictment. And what do you say we put all the cops in prison at the same time?